Hi, my name is Andrea.
Hi, my name is Becca.
And our project is based on Newton's first law.
And Newton's first law states that an object at rest will stay at rest, and an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by another force. An unbalanced force can act on an object and cause it to change motion, and a balanced force would be forces acting in opposite direction, causing the object to remain. Inertia would be the object's tendency to remain unchanged. So if it's at rest, it'll stay at rest, and if it's in motion, it'll continue being in motion.
The forces that are going to be applied in our example would be applied force, frictional force, normal force, and gravity force. Well, applied force is when somebody is applying pressure or applying pressure into an object. For example, a kicker kicking the ball, he is applying force in order to make the ball go up in the air or just get it into a certain direction. Frictional force, there are two types. It's the sliding one, where it's all smooth, and the static one is where bumpy and it's kind of rough. In our example, we're going to be using the sliding type of frictional force. Gravitational force is the force that is pulling down the object into the center. But we have the normal force, which is allowing or acting as a surface, so then Alondra and the chair don't go through the middle of the earth.
Hi, my name is Alondra, and I'll be showing you an example of Newton's first law. This example shows balanced forces because the chair was rolling smoothly at the same speed and direction.
So this first diagram will be the balanced forces. The first force is normal force since it was on top of a surface. And then the next force is gravitational force because it was pulled down by gravity. And the last force is frictional force since it was against a surface.
And this example shows unbalanced forces because the book interrupted the constant speed and made the chair come to a sudden stop and change direction.
The next diagram is going to be in the unbalanced forces. The first force is a normal force since it was again still on a surface, and then gravitational force since it was still being pulled down by gravity, and then frictional force since it was still against the surface, and the last force is applied force since it was pushed from behind.